Hello, everybody. So, I think I'll jump on the Hansen versus Predators bandwagon because there's obviously a lot of stuff coming out. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm pretty sure there's probably none, so I don't know why I'm mentioning this. But if there's people that just follow my channel and maybe don't go on YouTube that often, check out Chris Hansen's channel. There's loads of stuff on there. From the Hansen versus Predator and some of the TCAP stuff, loads of videos and whatnot. So check it out. I'll try and put a link in the description. One of the videos that's recently come out is this fella who you can see now, Dupee. I'm gonna call him Dupee because Dupee annoys me. Dupee, 2P. Anyway, so I thought, I'd look at the interview that Hansen's put up. Now, the quality's not going to be that great, so I apologise. Hopefully, this isn't going to get taken down, but I just thought I'd chance it. Yeah, just go through the interview basically. It should be pretty cool. That photo that you can see on your screen right now, that was taken at the police interview, and you can see fucking just distraught, really pissed off, feeling sorry for himself. I mean, look at his hands are tied together, like he's just pathetic, isn't it? It's like you don't sink any lower than that. I'm sure we can all look back at certain points in our life. Even the best of us have, gone to the depths of probably what you'd not wanted to. But I think we can all safely say that we've never sunk this low, which is, to try and appease your sort of your situation in life by, trying to sleep with a 13-year-old. It's very similar to the Lawn interview from what I can tell. Anyway, shall we get cracking and we'll check out we'll check out the is it 2 3 yeah. So we'll check out the interview. Hang on. Okay. So, let's go.
So if you initial downstairs, I just want you to see that your name is there and just initial again and sign if you're willing to talk to us.
Where is my body?
We haven't gotten to that point yet because we want to talk to you. And like I said before, we wrote out those charges, but we want to talk to you and hear your side of it, and then we'll go from there.
I mean, it's quite apparent, isn't it, that, the style in which they approach this, it's a very laid back, relaxed kind of thing, isn't it? I think the old sort of, was this 2015? Wow, like 4 years ago. Doesn't time fly? Obviously the sort of old days of getting up in people's faces and shouting and screaming at them for sort of for confessions is sort of well gone, isn't it? You only have to look at the in the UK we have very sort of strict policies and regulations with regard to how police interviews are conducted. I'm not too sure what those are in the States. But you only have to look at like how Brendan Dassey was interrogated, in the Stephen Avery case, and it's just like, if that was the UK, that whole case would have been thrown out of court. The whole fucking case would have been thrown out of court. I'm not to say that's a good thing because we're far too politically correct with regard to law enforcement and things like that in the UK. Trust me. So is he just signing his rights away here?
One more.
You see, just then, right? He was just about to put his head in his hands and go, oh, and start crying and doing a lawn, and then she was like, and then she like asked him to sign something.
And we'll go from there.
You're he's just about to. And then he was like gonna leave one hand on his head, but thought, no, I can't do it. So it's like, oh, I can't go into pathetic, feel sorry for me mode just yet. It's kind of like, I think it's a natural instinct with some people. It's like a natural defense of trying to invoke pity in the others. Feel sorry for me and I might get away with it. It's like a survival tactic. It happens in the sort. I know it's slightly different. I saw a video on YouTube the other day where this lion had hold of a painted dog. Oh, they're amazing. I love watching wildlife documentaries about the painted dogs. They're so intelligent. They've got such like an intricate social structure. And anyway, this lion had hold of this painted dog by the scruff of the neck. And from the video, you'd think the dog was dead, but the dog was just playing dead. It just didn't move a muscle. And then, like, the lion had hold of it, and it's, had the neck in its mouth. Must have assumed that the dog was dead, just looking for a place to lie it down, let go, and the dog fucked off. I don't see. But I suppose my point is, there's like a natural reaction to play dead, and I think play dead and avoid the predator. And I think it's the same kind of reaction with what he does. I'm playing dead. Obviously, he's not going to lie on the floor and pretend he's dead, but he's kind of pretending he's like emotionally dead. He's dead. He's done for. There's no need to prosecute me because I'm dead. I'm pathetic. I'm gone. I've sunk to my lowest. Please feel sorry for me. It's the same thing. It's a very immature, emotionally immature way of dealing with it, I think.
Okay.
There we go. You can do it now.
So you're from Norwalk.
Mm-hmm.
You go out there.
Yes.
You have family that's still in Norwalk. Are you single?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is he?
And that was your sister that dropped you off.
Mm-hmm.
Any other siblings?
Your brother?
Older or younger?
Younger. And I have a little boy.
You have a little boy. How old?
10.
And do you see him?
Stop bloody sniffling, you tosser.
You have full custody? Visits? What's
Mm-hmm. Visits.
Where is he?
Lives in Norwalk.
Okay. And you work for UPS or are you on a
I just got laid off until like holiday season came back around.
Right. UPS in Norwalk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you work like through the night or during the day?
Morning, early morning.
So why do you think you're here?
Great question. Open question. Can't ask closed questions. Did you do it? It's very simple for them to get out of it. No. It's quite obvious, isn't it? Why are you here? Great question.
Because we got a house.
And how did you learn about that house?
I talked to that girl.
Do you remember what the girl's name is?
I mean, obviously he's not done what she wanted him to, which is to basically go into detail. Why are you here? Because some of them, it was a question that a lot of them used on the old on TCAP. Why are you here? And then they go, I was talking to someone online. That's not an admittance of any guilt, really. That's not a confession. And he's dancing around it, like if you remember from some of the old TCAP shows, Chris Hansen would go like, so why did you come here? Because I'm stupid. And why are you stupid? Because I'm dumb. And why are you dumb? Because I'm an idiot. And why are you an idiot? Because I'm stupid. It's like going round in circles, like get to the fucking point, man. But obviously you know, he wasn't expecting this, so he's been caught off guard. He's emotionally fucking distraught. You know, his concentration levels are going to be poor. He's going to make errors, and they want them to. They want the confession. They know what he's done, and they want it on tape.
Bailey?
And how were you talking to Bailey? Were you talking on the phone?
Both.
Like actual voice-to-voice conversations?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How did you first meet her?
Internet?
What part of the internet? An application?
Mm-hmm.
What was the app?
Whisper.
And what do people go on Whisper for? Like, what drew you to Whisper?
Apologise for that. I can just about make out what he's saying. Dupee, because of the sound quality. I had to rip it off the Hansen channel, but like not the best quality.
Just talk, chat, you know.
With people you know, or strangers, or
I mean,
what's
I
it
met
called?
maybe like one person that I know on there. That's it.
Yeah.
There's people like all over the United States.
Oh, okay. Do people use their real names?
I mean, I do.
Yeah. Do you expect when you meet somebody that's really their name?
I mean, I would hope. I mean, I'm telling the truth, you know.
What name do you use on Whisper? You use John Dupee?
No, I use Johnny, Connecticut.
Johnny, Connecticut?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any other online names you use?
No.
Okay. What's the name Santoro or Santora? Do you ever use that?
No, I mean, I have. Because, I mean, I just got in trouble, so, I don't want people in my business. So.
Right. So that is a name you use on social media sometimes?
I mean, just once or twice I have. Like, if people want to be asking my last name and stuff.
That's what you use?
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to you? Is that special to you? Like, how'd you come up with that?
It's just random.
Okay.
Yeah, what he said then. Isn't Santoro the name of one of the characters off Casino? Was it the name of Joe Pesci's character? I love that movie. Isn't it brutal as fuck though, that movie, like, especially at the end.
So you're on Whisper, and what were you looking for on Whisper? Just guy, girl?
It's just to meet somebody, have a friend.
Okay.
Well, he had to sort of, that's like kind of, if you're going to look at it deeply, he's just kind of coughed to it there, hasn't he? Are you looking to meet a girl or a guy? Just to meet anyone as a friend. But she didn't really ask. There's no need to mention that, is there? As a friend, he had to point it out because clearly he knows. I would assume. I've not seen this before, by the way. I'm sure you probably realise that by now. But
And so how did you connect with Bailey?
Just talking.
no, it's not what she meant. You fucking idiot.
We were just talking and just hit it off and just kept talking.
Yeah. What kind of stuff did you talk about?
Sports. Her moving from Cal.
I did I think I did 3 chat log videos that are still on my channel if you want to check them out. The chat log generally is boring. If I had unlimited time, I'd probably do the whole thing, but I don't, and I don't plan to. It's not like, for instance, nothing's going to top them at Fetridge interview. That's fucking brilliant. And I think when I did, those have always been my most popular videos, even on my old channel, because I think they're all right. Like, you know what I mean? But these, well, I said that was an interview, but with regard to the chat log, sorry, his chat log is just dull. It's really dull if you compare it to some of the others, and one that we know very well.
Like here, family. Brothers, sisters, pets, food, like everything.
Yeah. How long were you talking with her?
Like a week and a half.
Yeah. And when did the conversation change to actually getting together?
A couple of days ago.
How did that, like, did she invite you, or did you say you wanted to see her?
Both.
Can you tell me a little more about how it all came together?
She said that, I'm real cool, and I said she's really cool, and maybe we can hang out. And she said, you're a sweet guy. I said, you sound like you're sweet too,
Mm-hmm. And then how did you find out about that house?
She told me
What'd she say?
that she was living there and with her mom, and I guess her mom, she said, went away or whatever. And then I was gonna go there to watch the football game with them.
What football game?
The Steelers and the Ravens.
Okay.
And then it just turned into a fucking nightmare.
Was there some sex talk between the two of you?
Ooh. So we get to the point now. Was there some? It's like very casual, isn't it? You know, she's got her elbow on the table. You know, sort of. You know, the kind of, she's not in his face. He's kind of faced away from her. So, you know, it's all very relaxed, isn't it? But sorry, let's see what he says, shall we?
I mean, a little chatter, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I had no plan of going over there and having sex with her. I had no condoms or nothing. I mean, I brought food to eat with her and snack. That's all I planned on doing.
Right.
Alright, let me go back. I can't really tell what she's saying.
Was there some sex talk between the two of you?
I mean, a little chatter, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I had no plan of going over there and having sex with her. I had no condoms or nothing. I mean, I brought food to eat with her and snack. That's all I planned on doing.
Right. Did you tell her you were going to bring those foods?
Yep.
What foods did you bring?
A Snapple, potato chips, and I brought a candy bar.
What was the candy bar? I didn't notice.
It was chocolate and caramel because she said she likes caramel.
So I think we can safely say that. I think we can safely say there that he's kind of denied it, hasn't he? Really, there's not an admittance there that he was interested in sex, you know. But one, without sounding too obvious, one clear way of deciding whether this person was interested in sex is, has a conversation begun in the first place? And of which every one you can say yes. There is no reason at all for an adult male to be engaged in a conversation of any variety online, ongoing. There just isn't. Let's just say that it's a little bit like the Michael Jackson thing. I don't want to get into a debate about, but the point is, one thing everybody can agree on is that him having sharing his bed with these kids, innocent or not, wasn't a fucking good idea. It just wasn't. I understand what he was saying, but you just don't do it in today's, you know. It's the same with these conversations, you know. Even if it wasn't, you know, innocent, or you wanted to help people, or you were just lonely, you just wouldn't do it, would you? So, you know, did you have a chat with a 13-year-old? Guilty, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? But we do have, within the chat log, because I do remember it, there is quite subtle sex talk. But, you know, they're in a relationship as far as they're concerned, aren't they? That's enough. You just don't do that. I mean, it sounds ridiculously obvious, but you know, obviously.
What foods did you bring?
A Snapple, potato chips, and I brought a candy bar.
What was the candy bar? I didn't notice.
It was chocolate and caramel because she said she likes caramel. So I brought that.
Yeah. So you said you were going to do, these things for her, and you followed through and you did it.
Yep.
Yeah. So when you talked about having sex with her, that's kind of why, you know, we see that you followed through with some of the things.
It's you know, they say she's highlighting why, she's highlighting exactly why they ask them to bring gifts in the chat. You know, bring me this, bring me that, and then it shows intent so that they turn up with said gifts, and they also turn up and saying they're going to have sex. They say they're going to have sex with them. They say they're going to bring gifts. They bring gifts, but they don't have the opportunity to have sex with them, and it shows a consistency of intent, and that's what she's now playing upon. She's using the evidence that they've got and putting it to him.
You were saying you were going to do, so that's why we're a little concerned. You said you were going to bring the chips and the iced tea, and you did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you said you wanted to be inside her, so it's just hard to.
I wasn't going to have sex with her.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating. I bet it's very frustrating. You know, you've got this guy. You know he's guilty. You know, you've probably done a lot of work. I think this particular officer, I'm not sure how much involvement she's had, but it doesn't matter. You know, you're still there. You're interviewing the guy. You're gonna have to do a lot of paperwork and whatnot. And then, you know, this motherfucker's got the sort of audacity. I love that word. It's a good word, that. The audacity to just, I wasn't going to have sex with her. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? It's not going to, we're not going to get to the same frustration levels as Westerbeck.
Do you talk like that with other girls?
No.
Have you ever?
I really don't even, I'm not even on there much, you know? Like, I swear to God, I'm not. I mean, on my Facebook, my friends and stuff of mine, you know, but that's it.
I mean, it's a pointless question, that, really. Do you talk like that with any other girls? You know, who's going to say yes? I think I can only remember one in To Catch a Predator that said yes, and that was Donald Morrison. Was it Donald? Have I got that right?
You are on Facebook?
Yeah. All I do is worry about my little boy, and I'm at the library every day trying to find a new job.
Did you send her those photos?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
And then,
I don't think he sent her any nude ones.
these messages right here.
Now, I think maybe, isn't that cool? Lawn Street I came across the other week. I've only just seen how long we've been doing. Get back to it, shall we?
Are those you?
I don't know if he sent her any nudes, but I presume she's showing him sort of quite damning parts of the chat log, one would assume. You see what I mean? He's just like, brain's ticking away now, isn't it? the little cartoon turtles, like, stood there, like, Think, Homer, think. I got a role in a spot in a Broadway musical. It's not much, but it's a start. Bravo.
Is that you're just phone to phone, or is that on a social media app?
Yeah, it's phone to phone.
You had two phones on you.
Yeah.
So which phone were those text messages on?
The smartphone, because it's easier to text on. The other one is like a prepaid, a state phone.
Okay.
It had prepaid on it, and the time ran out. Oh, brilliant.
It's a pain to text.
Why do you have two phones?
One is my prepaid with minutes.
Okay.
The other one's not even hooked up. I just use it for Wi-Fi and stuff. Because in my prepaid, I don't get Wi-Fi.
How many similarities are there to the lawn interview? You know, well, obviously the phone talk didn't happen in the interview, but just the overall case, how pathetic he is, and he's crying. He stopped crying though, hasn't he? He's kind of like he's got stuck into it a bit more than Lorne did, because he wouldn't engage Lorne really. He was like, yeah, you know, he's like, LORNE.
And like apps and stuff, like Facebook,
Yeah,
my email, everything. The other way I get all my apps and stuff, so that's why I use that too.
Okay. So, do you see on here what makes us concerned about your intent?
Yes, I do.
And this girl told you how old was she? What did she tell you?
I'm about to turn 14.
She was still 13.
Mm-hmm.
Did she send you a picture?
They all do that, don't they? He knows he can't get out of it, but rather than just come out with it and say 13, he's got to say, 13 or 14. So I think there's a possibility that she was a bit older. Not that it makes the slightest bit of difference.
Mm-hmm.
And what did she look like?
Dark hair.
Did she look 13?
Oh,
17,
oh,
18.
oh,
Did you tell her that?
sorry.
Did she look older?
Oh, I'll tell you what.
I don't know
Professional videos on Andrew Burkett's channel, aren't they? You know what I'm saying?
if I said she was older. I said she talks, really.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she have to tell you more than once that she was 13?
No, she told me once.
And did you believe her?
Once.
Not at first. No.
But then when?
I mean, I really still had, doubts. I mean, I don't know. So a lot of people lie on there,
Right.
So,
When you showed up tonight, did you believe she was 13?
that didn't even look like her.
No.
No,
What did you think when you saw the girl?
that it wasn't her.
But what? It's just that it wasn't her.
Then why'd you stay?
Right, so he's saying, she's asked him the question, what did you think? In other words, what age did you think she was? And then he said, I think I've heard this before that he said this. I can't remember from where. He's saying now that, like, he doesn't, he didn't think it was the same girl. Well, I mean, I don't know whether the photos that they used were different than the Decoy. The Decoy was like a paid actress, wasn't she? But obviously in the other stings, like, we always use Lorne as a comparison. We had like 4 or 5 different girls, didn't we? Can you imagine if like Casey had walked out and she was like like the Decoy, and it was like a composite of all different faces that they'd like moulded onto somebody. I wonder what it would have gone. I thought you had one face.
Well, I didn't really get a chance to talk to her. She went in the room.
Yeah. She laid out the gifts that you brought her.
Mm-hmm.
And you asked for a hug.
Well, yeah, just like, I...
It's pretty funny, this. His story is, he got there, it's not the same girl, it's a complete stranger, but he's gone, oh, give me a hug. I see you. Do you remember them? What's that Simpsons where they have them little Furbies? What are they called? Fanzo. And they're like, give me a hug. If you ain't got Funzo, you're nothing. Funzo. Alrighty. Oh, sorry. I go off on one sometimes.
ask everybody for a hug when I first meet them or whatever.
You do?
Give me a... Sorry.
Just, yeah. I mean, if you see somebody,
Someone, but you said you didn't look like someone you knew.
No.
So let's...
He's just falling on his own. What a load of bollocks. This is pretty funny, this. Oh, it's not. So he's like, he thought it was someone he knew.
Let's square that away. When you got there, did you think that she was Bailey?
I didn't know.
Okay.
You don't.
You're still willing to be open to the fact that might be Bailey.
Well, I was trying to look at her, and talk to her more, but I wasn't able to. Because that's when everything turned into a nightmare.
What a tit. This guy, he's just no idea. I mean, it's like I've said before in some of the other videos. I understand that, the situation. I understand that nobody's going to voluntarily give away the freedom, are they? But at least have the kind of a plan behind it. Don't just come out with a load of nonsense. Anyway, I think this is a good place to end. Well, not end it. If this video doesn't get taken down, we'll get quite a funny point actually. So, and we've got another 23 minutes left, so I'll probably get at least one more video out of it. So, guys, please let me know if you've enjoyed this, and let me know if you would like to see another one. There's no point wasting my time if no one wants to see it, because just let me know about the audio as well. So guys, yeah, thank you very much, and I will speak to you soon.